Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. Today we're still learning about butterflies. I have a special book that I'm going to share with you, and then a little butterfly craft that you can create at home using whatever you can find. I'll give you some examples, but you can decorate it however you want. First, we're going to read our book. It's called Waiting for Wings by Lois Ehlert. It has some very beautiful pictures. Out in the fields, eggs are hidden from view. This is what they are. And you can go out, if you turn over leaves, if you have a garden, you turn over leaves or you look on some flower leaves, you can see little tiny eggs on the back sides if you look closely. Clinging to leaves with butterfly glue. Here are some here, little yellow ones. Soon caterpillars hatch. They creep and chew. Each one knows what it must do. Find a place where winds don't blow, then make a case in which to grow. Caterpillar changes now begin. Body and wings take shape within. Inside here, you can see the wings are starting. We wouldn't be able to see that if we were actually looking at a chrysalis, but that's what's happening inside. When it's time, each case is torn. Wings unfold, new butterflies are born. They pump their wings, get ready to fly. How beautiful. Then hungry butterflies head for the sky. Looking for flowers with nectar to eat, they catch a whiff of something sweet. They follow that fragrant scent of perfume until they find our garden in bloom. We've been waiting for wings. We watch them circle, land on their feet, unroll their tongues and begin to eat. They dip and sip, then fly away back home to the fields. They have eggs to lay. And here are some beautiful butterflies, just like the ones we read about the other day. It shows the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and then the butterfly. These are what leaves look like that have had some caterpillars munching on them. You may go out into your yard and find some leaves that have been munched on. And here are some beautiful flowers. Do you have pretty flowers in your yard that are attracting butterflies right now? And caterpillars? Okay, so that was a good book. This is a fun, pretty book. All the pictures look so cute. Okay, so today we sent home a butterfly shape, and if you have a brother or sister that wants to make one with you, you can take this shape on a piece of paper and just lay it down and trace it. So if you have more than one brother or sister, you just trace it and then cut it out on the paper, and then you'll each have one so that you can decorate. I have some examples here. This was done with watercolor, so if you have watercolors at home, you can paint it however you want in any colors that you want. Just pull out your watercolors. Remember to use only a little bit of water in your cup so it doesn't spill. And then use all your watercolors and create it however you want. I was kind of going for a moth on this one. Moths sometimes aren't as bright and pretty as the butterflies, but we see a lot of moths just like we see butterflies. This one was done with regular paint. You can do designs on it. This one was also done with regular paint, but I know some of you might not have paints at home, and so I thought that you might want to go outside and collect some leaves or some sticks. So you'll need some glue or a glue stick, or maybe even a hot glue gun if mom or dad is helping you, or I don't think, well, one of you might have an older sibling that could operate a hot glue gun. You could go out and pick pretty leaves. This is called banana anise. This leaf came off of a plant on my property, and there's a little bug actually on it. And you could pick up your leaves and glue them down on your butterfly. And after you do that, you just glue a stick, and you would have the antennae, the body, and a butterfly. So I would just glue this on here with hot glue so that it all sticks. I'm gonna do it quick while you're sitting here. So you'll just have to decide how you want to decorate yours. Do you want to use items found in nature, or do you want to get out your crayons and decorate it? Do you want to get out your watercolors or your markers or some regular paint? I did a couple different things, and so if you want to do more than one, like I said, you can trace the shape of the butterfly, and then I'm just assembling this while I'm talking to you. You can trace the shape of the butterfly, and then you could do more than one if you want to color one, and if you want to collect stuff for one, you would be able to do both of those things. Okay, so really quick, let me show you what I just did and then what I'm going to add to it. Okay, so these came off of some African irises. Those are pretty little flowers, and they have multiple petals like this. Some have this little dot on them, and some of them are just yellow. So I pulled these off because a lot of times we see butterflies, and I'll show you in another book, we see butterflies that have these spots on them, spots like that. So I thought that these looked like a good option to use on a butterfly. And then I went out and got some leaves, and I just put them in my hand and I crumpled them up so that they kind of just became little bits and pieces. With those, I can take my glue. Is this glue stick dried out? Yes. I can take my glue, I'll use this glue, and put glue all over. Now our trick usually that we use in our classroom is to take a paintbrush and spread this glue around so that it's not so thick. But really quick, I'm just going to use my finger, and you could use a paintbrush at home. Just make sure that you wash it out with dish soap, or that mom or dad or somebody that's helping you washes it out with dish soap to get all the glue off of it. It won't ruin it because we've done it before in class, as long as you rinse it out really good. Okay, I spread that on there. Wipe my finger off on here, and then I'm gonna pick up my seed crumbles. I'm gonna put it on here, kind of making this look like a moth too. That's why I chose the brown. And I'm gonna pat it down a little bit. Make sure that you can see my little eyes that are, or my dots that are on here. And then I need to leave it to dry, but I'm going to pick it up so that you can see it. That was just created out of things that I found in my backyard. Might not be perfectly done. I probably need to crumple some more leaves and fill in all the holes so that the whole thing is colored in brown, but it's just giving you some ideas, and you might have some pretty plants outside at your house that would make even better butterflies or moths. And I would love to see them if you do that. Now I'm going to take these green leaves, I'm going to cut them down to size, the sizes that I need. Because I see a lot of really bright yellow, I think they're moths, I don't think they're butterflies, around my house. They're just bright yellow, they don't have any dots on them or anything. And these leaves reminded me of that. So I'm going to take my hot glue and put a little dot right here, glue my leaf down, put a little dot right here, glue my leaf down, put a little dot right here, glue my leaf down. Oh, and then I'm going to put my body right down the middle. Make sure I get it off my counter. Take my stick. Now, when I was outside looking for a stick, I looked for one that had the shape like a Y. It was all connected one piece. And here we go. We have a butterfly. And that was just 4 leaves and a little stick. So you decide if you want to paint it, If you want to watercolor it, it won't be as bright. If you want to try to make it a dark, pretty butterfly, or just use some found items around your house. And you might have some other found items. You could use buttons for the little things on the bottoms, the little dots. I love to see your creation. You could send us a picture if you finish something that you really love and that you want to share with us. Have a great day. Bye.